wake up. Austin, it's Geoffrey.
What time is it?
It's daylight. We overslept. Thank God the carriage woke me. Hurry.
It's a fine morning, sir.
A beautiful morning, Gideon.
What if we face him?
You don't mean that.
No, sorry.
You made no promises. I've no regrets.
Now, look, Emily.
Goodbye, Austin.
My love.
How was your weekend?
Virtuous, but dull. And yours?
I missed you.
There. But you managed to amuse yourself, I trust.
Oh, yes. Up to a point.
All right, Gideon. My man will take it.
Here, just a minute.
All right. Close the door, man. It's cold enough outside.
All right, Johnson.
Here.
Sure.
Bellman?
Inspector Bellman.
Cork. Sergeant Cork. It's my assistant, Mr. Marriott.
How do you do?
From Scotland Yard.
That's right.
Well, we are honoured.
Well, the last thing I want to do is come out tonight like this and take part in an upper-class treasure hunt. Let's get it over with, shall we? What are you grinning at?
Not grinning, sir.
Well, don't then.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound... well, I'm sorry. It's been quite a day.
I've been giving you a jip, have they?
Politely.
I see people of consequence.
Hereabouts.
Not just locally, either. Judging by the pressure some people have been putting on us. So, Lady Emily has lost her diamonds, has she?
This morning.
And what do they consist of?
A necklace, a pair of bracelets, and a brooch.
He does his homework, you see.
Valued at 50,000.
All right, lad, all right. Don't show off. When were they last seen?
Last night at dinner.
Plenty of witnesses?
Butler, her maid, the guests. They went to bed around midnight. The butler locked up. This morning, when her ladyship looked for the diamonds and returned them...
Return them?
They were normally lodged in the bank, lad.
You do your homework, too, then.
We cover the ground between us.
Anyway, they disappeared. By that time, Sir Geoffrey had got back.
Have you been away?
And for the weekend, on business.
Curious, with a house full of guests?
Affairs of state. Well, he had a search made and then called us.
And?
Nothing, that's just it. Nobody left, nobody came in except Sir Geoffrey. None of the staff, nor any of the guests saw anything or heard a sound.
No sign of a break-in?
None.
And what are the diamonds?
Not a trace.
Are the staff clean?
As far as one can tell, all locals, all from families who've served the Ormsbys for generations. He numbered the record, at any rate.
And the guests?
Well, see for yourself. MP and his fiancée, Sir Geoffrey's younger brother and his wife.
The makings of a first-class scandal, eh?
Exactly, which is how I've managed to persuade them all to stay here.
And now they're becoming restive.
You can hardly blame them. Frankly, we're getting nowhere.
Chopin.
No, it's Beethoven.
Sergeant,
This MP, Carew, he's a radical, isn't he?
God bless your royalist principles there, but you can be a radical without being a jewel thief.
No, I didn't mean that.
But what did you mean?
Well, I thought... Well, he wouldn't be welcome in this house.
That's the point.
You'll want to examine the premises.
Why?
Well,
You've done that already, haven't you?
yes, of course.
You satisfied it's an inside job?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair enough.
So where are the jewels, then? They must be here.
Nonsense. I mean, somebody would plant them outside, come inside, play the innocent till the hue and cry died over.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. Give me a chance, will you? You want to jump to all the conclusions. Have you any ideas?
Not really.
But
Well, I'm inclined to think not one of the staff.
Radical sentiment, eh?
Yet common sense. The jewellery is readily identifiable.
Right.
Therefore, if you're going to dispose of it, it's got to be farmed out, broken down.
Go on.
That calls for contacts. Mind you, I don't think it's an impossibility, but from what we know of them, none of the staff here are likely to have that sort of contact.
That's reasonable.
Yes, but
but it's not conclusive, I know. It's reasonable. Now, what about the guests, though?
We'll put it this way. They get around more than the staff do. We don't know so much about them.
We'd better find out about them, hadn't we? Mendelssohn. Bee's wedding.
No, the bee's wedding goes dun 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 dun.
No.
Just how long are you supposed to keep us cooped up here?
I've no idea.
Now, look here, Geoffrey. Thank you.
Oh, well, makes a change. What does that mean?
I've never known you two so anxious to curtail your visits in the past.
Touché.
Evelyn, are you just going to stand there and let your brother's wife insult us like that?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I don't recall addressing you, Miss Carstairs.
I agree with her.
Thank you.
Oh,
The
really?
whole situation is damned unpleasant enough without you making it the pretext for an ugly little family tiff.
Evelyn,
Inspector, some news.
I'm afraid not, sir.
Reinforcements.
Sergeant Cork, Mr. Marriott from Scotland Yard.
Gentlemen, I'm Geoffrey Ormsby. My wife, Lady Emily, Mr. Carew, Miss Carstairs, my brother Evelyn, and his wife.
Good evening.
Are you taking over the investigation?
Well, what would you say, Inspector?
Well,
No, I'd say cooperating. That's a much better word. Yes, we are cooperating with the local police.
Well, don't think I'm being uncooperative, Sergeant, but I do have other things to do.
Me too.
Well, you must see that it's most unpleasant.
Yes, inconvenient.
Quite.
Then is it too much to hope that you will get on with your investigation?
In my own time, in my own way, Mr. Carew.
Don't be impertinent, Sergeant.
Someone in this house is a thief. You've called us in to find out that person. If you don't like the way we go about it, well, blame the guilty party, not us.
what?
Have you a room we can use, please?
What for?
I have a number of questions I'd like to ask a number of people. Of course, if you prefer I did it publicly, I don't mind.
My study?
Want through here? Thank you. What about a fire?
I'll see to it.
Good. So, Geoffrey, I think you'd better go with Mr. Marriott and your wife and tell them how you kind of found the jewels missing. Inspector, you better stay here in case they start to compare stories.
This is outrageous.
Madam, I haven't started yet. Mr. Carew.
Well?
Fair's fair. You're the one who started shouting the odds. I think we ought to put you through your paces first, shall we?
You rang, my lady.
Oh, yes, Gideon, a fire in the study, if you please.
Very good, my lady.
Well, perhaps you'd show me where the jewellery was last night.
Yes. My dear?
The jewellery, Mum.
Yes, of course.
You mustn't worry about your Mr. Carew, dear.
I'm not, and he's not mine.
And more's the pity, eh?
Evelyn,
Tactless. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
if he did have anything to do with this wretched business, we know who put him up to it, don't we?
Yes. Well,
As I hope you told the sergeant.
I just gave him the facts, Mrs. Ormsby.
But I told you,
I
my
have
good...
no doubt the sergeant will be interested in anything you have to add to them.
well, what I want with the diamonds, I'm hardly the type.
You don't have to wear them, sir. You could sell them. Your party is desperately short of funds, and Sir Geoffrey is an avowed opponent.
Yes, it does have a sort of crazy logic. Ormsby and I are diametrically opposed, but quite impersonally. I mean, socially, we're quite good friends. That is one of the paradoxes of political life. Besides which, I am devoted to Emily. so
I
you see
don't doubt your sentiments, sir, but well, I'm after the facts, and the facts are...
that I could have stolen the diamonds very well. So could anyone else in the house.
That is a fact, too. All right, sir.
Have you finished?
For the moment. Miss Carstairs, please.
Don't worry. His bark is far worse than his bite.
That's only true when I haven't got very much to bite upon. You are an admirer of Mr. Carew's, huh?
Is it so obvious?
Personally or politically. Do sit down, will you?
I'm not greatly interested in politics.
And I gather he doesn't reciprocate.
You're very observant.
Oh, foolish fellow. Who's your rival?
I don't know what you're talking about. I can assure you that Austin is not a thief.
And whom? You, perhaps?
Why?
Well, jealousy is a very powerful motive.
And profit?
Back to Carew. Would he be interested in profit?
No. But I can think of others.
Oh.
You're a direct man, Sergeant. Would you prefer me to be as direct?
Please.
Lady Emily is wholly dependent on Sir Geoffrey. It might suit her very well to have the money instead of the Ormsby diamonds.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, sir.
So, the jewellery was left in that room last night?
Yes. Well, I usually leave them on the dressing table. I'll wait for my husband to collect and take to the bank. When I couldn't find them, I thought I must have been mistaken, that I'd mislaid them. I wish I had. It's too horrible to think that one of our friends
Oh,
may...
come, my dear, you must not distress yourself. You must forgive my wife, the strain.
Yes, of course. Do you have any reason to suspect one of your guests, sir?
How do you mean?
Oh, Mr. Carew, for
No.
instance. Well, he and your husband...
Unthinkable. Certainly we abhor one another's politics, but as men I do assure you, Carew and I share feelings of... I was about to say affection. Certainly of the utmost respect. Quite apart from which he's devoted to my wife.
And what does Miss Carstairs think about that?
Sir.
Come, my dear, it's a perfectly fair question. I have no doubt that Miss Carstairs thoroughly disapproves of Carew's overt admiration. She would hardly be human if she did not.
Well, I've done nothing to encourage.
I'm sure Mr. Marriott never meant to suggest anything of the kind, my dear. It is only natural that you should be admired. But that Carew should rob an old friend. No, you'll have to do better than that.
What about your brother and his wife?
Geoffrey.
I prefer not to comment.
Then I will.
Really, my dear,
It's
there are some
important that
things.
we know the full background, sir.
Why you should be loyal to them after what you've had to put up with.
He is my brother.
Oh, I'm no quarrel with Evelyn, Geoffrey, but that wife of his.
Yes?
Well, you must...
She's a disappointed woman. One can hardly blame her. You see, I inherited the trust. Evelyn got nothing. One helped, of course.
And how they repaid you.
Well, I think had the thing been the other way round, I should have felt it rather unjust. And of course, when I married, it made matters even worse.
Oh?
I might have a child, you see, an heir. My brother-in-law's chance of an inheritance would become even more remote.
Yes, of course.
Do you know why they come down here? Why, to check the inventory, to count the silver, to make quite sure that my husband hasn't sold anything belonging to the trust.
The relations do get a little strained.
I imagine so.
Well, it's no good, Geoffrey. If you won't tell the whole story, then I shall. My sister-in-law would take anything she could lay her hands on, and not even think of it as stealing. I wouldn't put this past her for a moment.
Why do you think we come down here?
Well, I can't imagine after what you've told me.
You don't think we enjoy being treated like poor relations, do you? And we are, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Put up with unsufferance, pushed off on the slightest pretext. What right have they to humiliate?
Yes, that's quite right.
All because of some stupid, antiquated, unjust law.
Primogeniture.
An accident of birth and one son to have everything, while the others... I ask you, is it just, is it even fair?
As a matter of interest, what do you live on? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I must ask this.
Geoffrey gives us an allowance. He's decent like that.
The merest pittance, charity.
Yes, well,
They do nothing but lay waste to Evelyn's inheritance.
Well, I'd hardly call that being robbed.
Are you blind, Sergeant, or is it just that you don't want to see?
no,
Did you know that Geoffrey wanted to sell the diamonds?
No?
I can tell you we soon put a stop to that. And now we have this, to lose the diamonds, have the trust claim the insurance, and then dispose of them discreetly. That would just suit Geoffrey's book.
Is that your theory, too?
Yes. No, not exactly.
It fits the facts, doesn't it?
It does, but for one thing... Sir Geoffrey wasn't here, was he, on the night of the theft?
Well, Emily, then. The pair of them, they'd stop at nothing. You must believe me.
If I were you, I'd concentrate on convincing me you didn't take the diamonds yourself. That's every bit as consistent with the facts.
Are you suggesting
You're the
that-
one who's all the suggesting, and frankly, I've had just about enough of it for one evening. Marriott?
Yes, look here, my good man. Oh.
Your superiors will be hearing from my husband. Oh,
Yes, indeed.
Making yourself popular with all and sundry, I see, as usual.
Don't blame Sir Geoffrey for wanting to get out of this. Nothing on God's earth would make me spend a weekend under the same roof as characters like this.
Well, they're an interesting bunch altogether, aren't they?
Interesting.
Oh, to the student of high
All
life.
right, but what have you found out?
No facts.
Neither have I. All right. Let's go through the gossip. Heaven knows enough of that. Carew. Oh, he's hard up, but devoted to her ladyship. Confirmed. He's the only one who didn't try to shift suspicion onto someone else. Not that that proves anything.
Miss Carstairs?
Oh, hell hath no fury.
That's a misquotation.
I beg your pardon?
It's heaven has no rage like love to hatred turn, nor hell a fury like a woman scorned.
Yes, I know. Congreve.
Yes.
I understand her scratching a rival's eyes out, but I can't understand her pinching her friend's jewelry.
No, the old man wouldn't have it. In the end, they both went nap on the brother.
Evelyn.
Well, to be more precise, the brother and his wife.
Motive?
Well, envy over the inheritance. It seems there's no love lost.
No, other side. Just return the compliment. Some long taradiddle about did suit Sir Geoffrey to sell the diamonds or fake a robbery.
Why?
Well, he could sell them, and then half the trustees had claimed on the insurance.
Lovely people. Anyway, malice apart, there's a gaping hole in that.
What?
Well, the old man's the only person with an alibi.
Look, have you checked that?
Well, no.
I don't like chit-chat any more than you do, but when it's all we have to go on.
I'll check it.
Yes.
I thought perhaps a little refreshment.
That's very considerate of you, sir.
A glass of claret. It's quite drinkable.
Thank you. Oh, that's excellent, sir. Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Your health, sir.
You made any progress?
I'm afraid not, sir. Plenty of motive, plenty of opportunity, but not a shred of evidence.
Well,
Sir Geoffrey,
and Sergeant.
your alibi.
Yes?
I take it you have someone who could, substantiate that.
Certainly.
May I ask his name? It's just a formality, you understand.
Indeed. On Friday night until the time I came home, I was with the Prime Minister. I'm sure he would be happy to confirm this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Emily?
You have breakfast, did I take it?
Yes, thank you. Did you sleep well?
Yes, in the circumstances. It's all we needed, isn't it?
Hmm?
The rain.
Oh, yes.
Austin.
Oh, what is it?
I see.
Well, this is what you wanted, isn't it?
Is it?
We've hardly any alternative.
But positively to shun each other. Do you realize we haven't exchanged 5 words since?
Yes.
Well, that's horrible.
Now, the whole thing is horrible, isn't it? This pretense, this infernal inquisition.
But at the time... Good morning. Morning, Evelyn.
Morning.
Morning.
An early bird, eh, Mr. Carew?
Catches the Morning Post. Evelyn? Kate?
Well, I'd better go and see housekeeper. I take it you're all staying.
It appears we've no alternative.
Dear Dora, gracious as always.
Oh.
A shocking day.
Have you seen the sergeant?
And not since last night.
What can he be doing?
I can't imagine.
Oh, I expect he's floating around somewhere. Cork, see?
Very amusing.
Evelyn,
Yes, dear?
find out what's going on.
Yes, certainly. How, dear?
Why don't you ask someone?
Put your foot down.
Yes, of course, yes. Yes, oh, hello, Geoffrey. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Hardly a good one.
Oh, I don't know. I think it will lift.
I wasn't referring to the weather.
I should have known. Would you?
Thank you.
Dora?
I prefer the post. Oh, very well.
Anything to report, Johnson?
No, sir.
Well, we've got fresh instructions from the CID.
Inspector?
Mr. Ormsby.
It's wet again?
Very.
Yes, quite so. Excuse me.
Well?
Devilish close.
I thought it rather chilly myself.
No, the inspector.
What?
Your brother was deputed to find out what was going on.
Ah.
Yes, they wouldn't give away a thing.
Well, they have their methods.
Sergeant Cork certainly seems to know what he's doing.
The man's nothing but a boor.
I would say that was a very dangerous underestimation.
I'm inclined to agree. However, we must just be patient.
I begin to wonder whether you want this case cleared up at all.
And what does that mean?
One can imagine circumstances in which it might be very inconvenient for you if the police were to recover the diamond.
I say, Doris, steady.
You are the most insufferable woman.
But I merely said...
We heard you.
They will not do. You're placing myself and my guests in the most intolerable position. Cooped up here with every sort of suspicion and innuendo while you... Well, precisely, what are you doing?
I was just coming in to tell you, sir, that your guests are at liberty to leave.
What?
And we're not making much headway with our inquiries here, so I'm withdrawing my men.
You calmly announce, I demand to see Sergeant Cork.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Don't you
sir.
tell me what...
He asked me to pay you his respects, sir. He caught the early morning train to London.
Of all the damned high-handed... Why? What's he doing up there?
He didn't take me into his confidence, sir, but I'm sure he has his reasons.
Indeed. Well, they'd better be good ones, Inspector Bellman, for both your sakes.
With the Criminal Investigation Department for a friend, we don't need any enemies. Come on.
Go ahead, make yourself at home.
Thank you. I've managed to keep your tea warm.
Yes, and divided the cake, I see, too.
Equitably, I hope. Mingies. What? Mingies. M-E-N-Z-I-E-S. Mingies.
Cork. C-O-R-K, Cork.
Yes, the redoubtable Sergeant Cork. I wonder.
What?
It's my son. He collects autographs. I wonder if you'd be so kind.
Oh, any particular?
No, anywhere's no definite sequence. I'm not sure that it's altogether ethics. I mean, I suppose he ought to collect them for himself, but what with school and one thing and another. Oh, thank you. That is kind. Oh, my boy will be so pleased. Oh, that's a bold hand. That's an interesting hand. There's a lot of character in that.
You are a student of graphology, eh?
Oh, a hobby, no more. And in exact science. Yes, in exact science. In fact, between you and me, I don't think I'd be so keen to humour the boy so much if it weren't for the opportunity it gives me for a little harmless research. Harmless research.
Yes, well, look, if there's nothing more I can do for you.
Oh, no, there's the question of the diamonds.
The diamonds?
The Ormsby diamonds. You are handling the case.
I know, but what's that got to do with you?
Huh? Oh, I'm always doing this. I'm sure I've got a card somewhere. Yes, here we are. That's it.
Thank you. Levitt and Company.
Yes, they're the assessors.
It says here, Mr. Beaver.
Yes, he died some years ago, but Mr. Levitt thought we oughtn't to waste his cards. But I'll keep forgetting. Yes, that brings us up to date.
Thank you.
Of course, if you'd like to, check with the office.
No. I think if you're a fake, you've gone to a little more trouble than this.
Oh, I don't know. We use aliases sometimes. In the way of business, you understand. Yes, I'm always forgetting mine. It's a constant source of embarrassment to me. No, it's gone. What were you saying?
You were about to disclose your interest in the case.
Oh, yes, the claim. Yes, well, we had this claim from the that is the insurance company had, from the, from the trust, and they asked us to make an investigation, and when we found that you were doing the same thing, we thought it might be an idea if I came along and had a little chat. But now that you've abandoned the case...
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, what you doing here?
Well, there are more ways than one of killing a cat, you know.
Oh, then you're not satisfied?
No, far from it. We don't seem to be getting anywhere.
So?
So I've come back here, leaving my assistant to keep an eye on developments.
What developments do you expect?
I don't know. The diamond's not in the house. It's established that no one broke in. So someone must have taken them out, but who? None of the facts seem to point to any of the guests. So whoever took them must have taken them outside and dumped them, or thrown them to an accomplice, or sent them by parcel post.
Ah, but they'll have to collect them.
Or collect their cut, and they're hardly likely to do that with the place surrounded by policemen, are they? Hmm?
Oh. Yes, it's an inexact science. There's nothing in your handwriting to suggest that you were so devious?
No.
Devious.
Yes. Well, I never deceive myself. No.
Yeah, well, perhaps that's it. Well, I suppose I'd better advise my clients not to pay up. What would you say?
Yes, I would.
If they won't like it. Prompt payments, the foundation of new business, practically a maxim of the trade. Still...
Well, I'll keep you posted.
Oh, would you? I should be obliged. Yes. Well, I mustn't keep you. Thank you very much for the times I've come within an inch of losing
No,
this.
man, don't mention it, no.
Thank you. Oh, my hat. You're having alterations made.
Yes, some new offices down there, yes.
Oh, I can't stand the smell of new paint. It's hard, acrid. Now, the smell of new wood, that's a different thing altogether. Yes. I like that, but paint...
Well, look, if it does distress you...
Oh, no, it won't worry me. After all, I'm going.
Are you?
Yes, I've got a lot of very important things to do.
Yeah.
But, wait a minute, I did come back to ask you something now. What was it? Oh, yes, Sergeant.
Yeah.
You will take this in the spirit that it was intended, won't you?
Yeah, I'll do my best, yes.
Well, I have people who call in on me from time to time, who, in the way of business, you understand, who, how shall I put it, might be a bit distressed. If one advertised one's occasional connection with the police.
Oh, I see. You would rather I didn't call.
There's nothing personal, you understand?
Oh, no, I understand, yes.
You know, I think it'd be better if I popped in here now and again, when the smell of paint's decreased a bit. Yes, I think that.
Yes, well, I'll have them standing by with tea for you.
Oh, no, don't you put yourself out on my account. No, I'll just pop in.
Yes.
When I'm passing.
Passing, yes.
On the off chance.
On the off chance.
Yes.
Yes.
If that's all right.
Oh, yeah, that is quite all right, thank you. Marriott, the devil do you think you're doing?
Well, I was saving Chalky's legs. He asked me to bring this up. You know, he can't wait for us to move downstairs.
Look, I thought we'd settle all that. We're not moving down. We're staying where we are.
Well, the offices are nearly completed. They've put 3 desks in there. Now, one's for Sergeant Garth. Who were the other 2 before?
They're so inquisitive. Why don't you do a little detective work and find out? By the way, what have you been doing? What have you found out about this Ormsby business? That's if it's not putting you to too much trouble.
Oh, I didn't have to wait long. It's just as well. Those bushes were soaking wet. Well, the police hadn't been gone 10 minutes when Carew was off.
His own?
Miss Carstairs left within the hour.
Which of them, in your wisdom, did you elect to follow?
Well, both, as it turned out. You see, she went straight to his rooms in Ebury Street, and I tipped off the constable on the beat to look up things while I came up to whistle you up.
With what object?
Well, it's a bit odd, isn't it? I mean, 2 suspects getting together like that. I thought a few searching questions while they were off balance.
Not the only one with the same idea.
Search of Carew's rooms might repay you. Postmark's Ormsby, Sarge. What'll you do?
That's 2 to 1, isn't it? I think we ought to pay Mr. Carew a visit. That might prevent us from going round in circles.
There.
Thank you.
What shall I be, Mother? Very well. cup that cheers but does not inebriate. Well, at least sit down.
Thank you, I'm perfectly all right.
Well, this is a surprise.
Unpleasant, no doubt.
I didn't say that, but since the last private exchange we had...
You behaved abominably.
So you said, at length.
But you didn't deny it.
Oh, you didn't give me the chance. However, if you've come here merely to repeat all that...
No,
Well, that's a relief.
Austin, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said all the things I did. I thought you'd fallen under Emily's spell.
I told you.
I know, it was just that... Anyhow, it doesn't matter now. Do you need any help?
Help?
It's all right. You don't have to pretend with me.
Look, I assure you,
Austin, please, you can trust me now. I understand. I know you took the diamonds.
What?
I saw you sneaking out of Emily's room just before Sir Geoffrey got back.
I see. And you thought...
It's all right. It all makes sense now. You were trying to lull Emily's suspicions, dancing attendance on her like that. And I almost wrecked everything with that stupid jealous scene. But I'll make it up to you now. Truly, I will. I'll do anything I can.
Oh, my poor Kate.
I don't mind. At first, but to risk that for the party...
You're not going to like this, but you give me no alternative. I did not steal the diamonds for the party, for myself, or anyone else.
But I saw you.
You saw me coming out of Emily's room, yes, but I haven't stolen anything. At least, not in the sense that you mean. I'd been with her all night. I'm sorry, but it's true.
And you let me apologize to you.
Now, look, Kate.
Take your hands off me.
Oh, very well. Play the Puritan maid. This whole thing would never have happened if we hadn't had that screaming scene.
Oh, that righteous indignation when I accused you of flirting with Emily. What would you have done, pray, if I taxed you with the truth?
Oh, Kate, for God's sake.
That's right. I blasphemy to your other vices. Well, thank goodness I found out the kind of man you are before I made an utter fool of myself.
Is that all you care about, your infernal vanity?
What else have I got left?
It didn't mean anything.
To whom? To you? To Emily?
Or to anyone.
That makes it worse.
Why, because you can't romanticize it? Oh, come along now, Kate. Be honest. Be honest.
Coming from you.
I lied to spare you precisely because it was not important.
Then what was it?
It's folly, a moment's madness, one night.
I don't want to hear about it.
And if I'd said it was love, a grand passion...
At least I could respect you.
You could have played the tragic heroine then, couldn't you? Now, isn't that really what you would have liked?
No. It was the lies, all those lies.
Kate, has it not occurred to you that I may have lied because I was ashamed to admit the truth?
What is the truth?
That I desired her. That I sensed she wanted me. And it's true. But now it's over and there's nothing left.
For either of you?
For either of us. It wasn't a very beautiful relationship.
And ours?
Well, Kate, we had quarreled, and I am human. And I don't pretend to be a noble character.
I must get away.
Now, Kate, please.
Please, Austin, let me get away and think. Sergeant.
Downstairs? Is Mr. Carew at home, please?
I
don't think we need to take him out. Thank you. Sir?
Sergeant, Mr. Marriott, what can I do for you?
I'd like to ask you, sir, what you make of this. I don't blame you, sir. We'd probably do the same. We don't like anonymous letters either.
Well, there's a simple way of settling it, isn't there, sir?
That's right, Matt. Good point. Very good point.
You are at liberty to search where you will.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You don't recognize the handwriting in this letter?
No.
You, miss?
No. But who?
I don't know. It's a very strange household, isn't it?
You can hardly expect us to comment upon that, Sergeant.
No, perhaps not, but most of the guests are only too eager to give us the benefit of their opinions. And if they... Have you the key to this desk, sir? There you go. You travel back to town together?
No.
I came to call on Mr. Carew.
Well, how nice. May I ask why?
Is that any business of yours, Sergeant?
I shan't know until the lady answers, shall I, sir?
We had certain personal matters to discuss.
Oh. Such as?
Oh, damn it all, I don't think...
Our engagement, if you must know.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Things went a little astray over the weekend, did they? Is that why I arranged to meet again so quickly?
What the devil do you mean by that?
Well, there were 1 or 2 distractions over the weekend, as you may remember, Sergeant.
Such as a robbery and an invasion of police.
Upset the course of true love, did they? I suppose they would, well, your friend, the letter writer, seems to be as inaccurate as he is anonymous.
I'm sorry to have disappointed you.
Well, thank you very much, sir, for your cooperation.
Please don't mention it.
We'll let ourselves out. Thank you, sir. It was a rare old red herring, wasn't it? Look, Dad, don't put your feet all over the man's mail.
Sergeant?
Yes.
Postmark is Polchester.
Well?
That's the nearest big town to Ormsby.
With my brains in your eyes, then, eh? Mr. Carew? This has just come through the mail for you. Would you mind opening it, please? May I see it? Appears to be a receipt from the left luggage office at Colchester Junction. Made out in your name, sir.
I don't understand.
Well, it's not a bad way of temporarily disposing of the proceeds of a robbery, particularly if you post yourself the ticket. Then there'd be nothing to connect you with the crime.
Why, of all...
But he will jump to conclusions, sir.
I know nothing about that. I left nothing
All the
there.
same, I think you'd better come with us to reclaim this, then we know what it's all about, won't we?
Very well.
I'm coming too.
There's no need for that.
Nobody's going to stop
It'll be
me.
more than my life's worth. May I go back to the office, raid the petty cash, and meet us at Victoria Station, will you? Sir.
Expenses paid, eh?
Why not? After all, you are cooperating. At the moment.
I'll fetch my coat.
Been no further developments then?
How do you mean?
Well, of the kind that the sergeant hinted at.
Well, he hinted to you, did he? You're lucky he doesn't confide in me in that much.
Oh, dear.
Not that it matters a pin or a pumpkin to me, but it's very difficult when Sir Geoffrey comes down here creating to find out what's going on, and I can't tell him a thing. It's all very well this popping back to London, but he might have a bit of consideration for them that's left behind now and again.
Are you moaning again, Inspector?
Why, Sergeant.
Talk of the devil.
You get about a bit, don't you?
If I'm in the way.
No, I might have something for you. Have you a room we can use, Inspector? Through here, yes, that's fine. Through there, sir.
Yes.
Wheel them in, married, will you?
This way, please.
Through here, ma'am. Sir? You go.
Well, what's that? It's a parcel. I can see that.
Now, this was lodged in the left luggage at Colchester Junction the morning the robbery was discovered.
In the name of Mr. Carew, and he received the ticket through the post this morning. Would you mind opening that, please, sir? There's what we're looking for?
Yes, that's it.
I'm afraid I must detain you for questioning in connection with the robbery, sir. Anything you say may be taken down and given in any proceedings.
Could I have a few moments alone with Miss Carstairs, please?
Just, 5 minutes, sir.
Excuse me.
Austin, you must tell them.
No.
Emily's precious reputation.
Okay, can't you get into your head? I don't give a damn about Emily or her reputation.
Then why?
The party. It is still reeling from the Dilk case. I cannot inflict another scandal on them now merely to clear myself of something I haven't done.
All right.
Kate?
Mr. Carew was with me on the night in question.
All night?
All night.
Is that true or false, sir?
That's false, I'm afraid. Thank you.
You fool.
I must confess I'm bound to agree with her, sir.
Since I'm innocent, Sergeant, I have no need to hide behind a lady's reputation.
Hearts and flowers all round.
I like his style there.
Might I ask what put you on to him?
All right, first of all, lad.
Huh? And?
And then this came through the post this morning, containing the ticket.
How convenient.
As you say.
One might almost say that one suspected a malign influence. A malign influence. Especially as they're by the same hand.
Look, are you sure about that?
Oh, certain. Look, the same A's, the same C's.
I know that, but look, would you take an oath on that?
Yes, yes, I would.
I was afraid of that. I have a working knowledge of handwriting myself. Now, if the same person wrote that letter who sent the ticket...
I don't understand that.
Don't you see? He could have dumped the stuff and sent himself the ticket.
But he'd hardly have sent a note to you telling you to search his rooms.
Well, that means whoever sent these thought the Carew would respect
Well
it.
done, lad. I've always said you'd get there in the end.
What an extraordinary suggestion, Sergeant.
Extraordinary.
We've no reason to dislike Mr. Carew.
None whatever?
You don't think Miss Carstairs?
No.
The poor child was dreadfully distressed at the way he allowed Lady Emily to lead him on.
She just made a very gallant attempt to save him.
There. Isn't that splendid?
First rate.
Remorse, do you think?
So late in the day?
We women are creatures of impulse, aren't we?
Miss Carstairs may have acted hastily and regretted it. I doubted she'd have planned such an elaborate revenge.
But we would.
Let's just say that you strike me as better able to harbour resentment.
Against whom?
Your brother and sister-in-law?
Not without reason.
Motive?
We've made no bones about it.
Don't expect me to believe you'd stop at anything to hurt either of them.
I'm throwing suspicion on Mr. Carew.
Perhaps even more than suspicion.
Why should we?
He was a friend of Sir Geoffrey's. Lady Emily was very fond of him.
And we detest them both.
Steady.
Oh, come, it's true, isn't it?
Do you deny that?
Well,
Certainly not. Have some sense, Sergeant. Why should we go to these lengths to discomfort Mr. Carew? Surely it would have hurt Sir Geoffrey and Lady Emily far more had we organised this little plot so that they were the suspects, isn't that so?
answer that, Sergeant.
Well?
It's original defence, I grant you. Given the opportunity, you'd have committed an even nastier crime, wouldn't you? That's what you've just said, isn't it?
Well.
But still, it is an original defence.
And sound common sense. Really, Sergeant, you shouldn't let your prejudices blind you.
Something I find very hard to avoid at times.
Of course, there are others who would be directly interested in damaging Austin Carew.
You've already done your best to draw my attention to one of them, Mark.
Not only Miss Carstairs. Shall I go on?
I don't doubt that you will.
In spite of all that talk of friendship, Geoffrey detests everything Mr. Carew stands for.
Sir Geoffrey was away.
So he says. You've confirmed it, of course.
I, have the matter in hand.
Good. And Lady Emily was very taken with Mr. Carew.
So?
She's used to getting her own way. If Mr. Carew's devotion were to waver...
Are you suggesting that it did?
Well, he and Miss Carstairs did have words on the subject.
Yes, and extremely embarrassing it was, too.
And infuriating for Lady Emily. You do see what I mean.
Oh, clearly.
Well, if there's nothing more we can do...
Well, I have no wish, and I don't think there's any need to prolong this conversation any longer. Ma'am?
Evelyn!
Oh, yes, dear. Good afternoon.
Good day.
Good day, Ma'am. Sir? Not guilty,
I don't think we'll be able to pin on them. Nevertheless, she left a trail of venomous suggestions.
How depressing.
What's so depressing is that we can't afford to ignore them. Well, off you go, lad.
Where, sir?
I have a word with the Prime Minister, will you?
Prime Minister. Oh,
Yes, all right, Madad. Get his autograph, will you?
you can't be serious.
I
so
am.
kind.
Off you go. First things first, get him to confirm Sir Geoffrey's alibi. Make sure that Sir Geoffrey was actually there and what time he left. You know the routine.
Well, I'll
If you
try.
have any trouble from the hangers-on, remind the Prime Minister is, after all, a public servant. Look, I'm going back to the hall. Join me there as quickly as you can. Off you go, lad. All right, let's return the diamond, shall we?
Yes. Oh,
Mr. Menzies.
oh. I thought for a moment that...
And don't forget to get a receipt.
No.
I suppose you better come along, too. Otherwise, you'd only complain you don't know what's going on. All right, come along, gentlemen, come along.
Austin. But I can prove he's innocent.
I know.
Oh.
I've come to beg you to do nothing of the kind.
My dear.
Don't patronize me.
I realize your feelings.
It's a little late to pretend any concern for them.
You can't seriously want me to let him go to prison. That would be too vindictive.
Would it?
What would you call it then?
He won't go to prison for the excellent reason that he did not steal the diamond.
But you just said...
They can't prove it. How can they?
Then why have they detained him?
I don't know.
It seems to me that if I don't speak out...
He
there's
can't
every
afford
chance-
the scandal.
Oh, come. If I can.
You're just romancing.
Yes, perhaps. It's rather nice, though. The world well lost for love.
Damn you, Emily. Can't you see another scandal could ruin the party, ruin him?
Ah, shades of Sir Charles Dilke, you mean? Yes. Yes, I suppose Geoffrey would be bound to make capital out of it. But I wouldn't have thought the party'd actually relish one of its members going to prison for stealing.
They're bound to find out it's all some terrible mistake.
Well, I wish I had your confidence. I would have thought the police were perfectly capable of hounding the wrong man. Geoffrey's a magistrate, you know. He says it happens all the time.
Please, Emily.
Is this what Austin wants?
Yes.
Oh, very well. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Thank you.
How did you find out? Did Austin tell you?
No, at least not until I dragged it out of him. I saw him coming out of your room.
Oh, poor Kate. I'm glad, though, that he didn't rush to spread the good news. Not that it matters.
I suppose not.
No, of course it doesn't. I made all the running. I didn't mean a thing to him. To my regret, I might add. He's really rather an attractive man. Hate me if you must, but don't take it out on him.
Oh, Emily, I'm so frightened for him.
Ah, now, there's the thing.
Sergeant,
You two commiserating?
it's customary for gentlemen to be announced.
You ought to know by now, ma'am, I'm a policeman.
I'll let my husband know.
I've told the butler to let him know, ma'am.
Come, my dear.
I'd rather you didn't leave the house. That's very curious.
What is?
Those two suddenly becoming such firm friends.
A common cause.
Yes.
You called to ask me more questions, Sergeant.
Only partly, sir. We have something which may be of interest to you.
Congratulations.
If you'd just sign.
Yes. I take it this is an end of the matter.
Not quite, sir.
There. Thank you. I'm sorry, you were saying?
We still have to deal with the theft, sir.
But surely now that my property has been returned, I have no wish to prosecute.
Whom?
Whoever's responsible.
Well, surely that's a matter for the police or the insurance company.
Oh, yes, I quite understand.
Sergeant.
Not now.
You found the culprit?
Well, everything seems to point to Mr. Carew.
Oh, there must be some mistake.
No, on the contrary, it's very carefully planned.
I would rather lose these altogether than hear that.
It certainly does you credit, sir.
Sergeant.
Not now.
Are you sure of your facts?
Unless you can think of anyone else who might have a motive for implicating Mr. Carew?
No. Unless...
Yeah?
Well, Miss Carstairs would
Yes,
hardly
that
like
is a
to be-
possibility. Then, of course, there's your wife, isn't it?
Really,
Then,
Sergeant?
of course, there's yourself.
Yes, except that I have an alibi, isn't that what you chaps call it?
Yes, supposing I were to tell you that Mr. Carew also has an alibi.
Not one that he would care to use, I think.
Because it involves your wife.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't you? Carew didn't do it.
But you just
I
said...
said everything pointed to Carew, because he has an alibi he couldn't use. You've just confirmed the only solution that fits. You stole the diamonds and planted them on him.
Nonsense.
Is it?
The night in question, I was with the Prime Minister. We were discussing the case of Hardin
The
Hickey.
point is, what time you finished discussing it?
You know what time I got home?
I know what time you were seen to come home. Mr. Maddox will be here shortly telling us exactly what time you left the Prime Minister.
Do you mean to say you sent someone to interrogate...
Meanwhile, there's the question of the handwriting.
What?
I noticed it straight away.
What?
The letter to you, the envelope to Mr. Carew, and this. They're all in the same hand.
But you could have said, couldn't you?
The chance is a fine thing.
Very well. But I'll drag him down with me. I'll cite him. He'll be finished.
Will he, sir? Lady Ormsby?
Well?
On the night of the robbery, did Mr. Carew spend that night with you?
Certainly not.
There you go. You see, sir, in view of what you planned and that denial, do you think any court would believe there's any more to your charges than mere spite?
I saw them. We finished early. I caught the last train thinking I would surprise my wife. I had a present for her, nothing very much. I had the train stopped at Ormsby Halt and walked across the fields. It was a fine night, there was a moon, and I had a present for my wife. I let myself into the house quietly so as not to disturb the servants or the dogs, and went up to my dressing room. The door to my wife's bedroom was open. They were both asleep. Can you imagine? I stayed for some time in my dressing room, wondering what to do. I even thought of killing them. Then another solution occurred to me, which, though less virile, seemed on reflection fairly foolproof. The Ormsby diamonds. Adultery is a form of theft, isn't it? I took them from the drawer, crept out of the house, walked the 4 miles to Polchester Junction and deposited them in the left luggage office. By now it was early morning, so I was able to hire a carriage and come home quite openly. So you see, I had my revenge in the only way that seemed... Do you understand?
I can understand, but I can't excuse. To answer one deceit with another.
Sir Geoffrey? Yes. Yes, of course.
Oh, poor devil.
Yes. Let's get out of here, shall we? Look, I'm like you. I'm sensitive to certain smells.
Certain smells.
Yes.